All right, guys, today we're going to be playing a game where we try to guess the ending of two-sentence horror stories. But there's a twist. Every time I get one wrong, I have to watch one jump scare from this video on full volume. So that you guys don't get scared, I'll put a countdown on the screen that will look like this, and I'll lower the volume before each scare. That being said, if you guys do want to play along, I will put a link to the video as well as the two-sentence horror game in the description down below. Going to be doing a total of 9 stories, and if I get more than half them wrong, I'm going to have to finish the rest of the video on full volume. Let's do it. All right, guys, first one. I put it on popular all time because I'm guessing these ones will actually make sense, and some of the random ones may not. This one has 19,624 upvotes, so it has to be pretty clever. I've been chained here for a week, suffering under the scorching sun with no food or water, and I'm beginning to fear the worst. I'm going to guess, I don't know, I'm thinking zombies. I don't, for some reason, I'm thinking zombies. I'm thinking he's trapped out with zombies. Oh, maybe I'm not such a good boy after all. It's a dog. Oh God, that's so dark. That's so sad. Oh, this is definitely, I mean, think about, this is gonna make me cry, but think about all the dogs that are out there that have just been left alone in the heat. I mean, there's cases of people leaving because of hurricanes and leaving their dogs chained up, leaving the dog behind. Owners who are just terrible people and left their dog chained up outside forever. And I mean, potentially even darker is the idea that, you know, you chain your dog up in the backyard for whatever reason. You go out, you plan to be right back, and you die on the way, and your dog doesn't ever, the dog thinks you just abandoned him. It's so sad. God. Okay, well, I got that one wrong. This is not off to a good start. I'm going to go and scare the crap out of myself. Freaking scared. I literally sat here for a minute thinking if I should do this to myself or not, or if I should just abandon it. I'm going to go into the first jump scare. Holy shit, what was that? Oh my God. Jesus, don't be loud, don't be loud. Oh, fuck. Okay, that was jump scare 1. That wasn't that bad. It scared me, but it wasn't that bad. We're gonna get into we're gonna try the next story. Jump scare wasn't really not that bad. It was actually like kind of fun once I've recovered from the scare. So I'm not that concerned anymore. It's gonna be okay. Truth be told, I didn't divorce my husband because of the countless photos of his mistress's tits I found in his phone. I'm gonna guess her husband is a serial killer, and he's been taking pictures of the women that he kills, and that's the mistress's tits. Yeah, let's go. I got that one right. I divorced him because they weren't attached to a body. Let's go. Score is now 1-1. Nice. I just have to get at least 5 to not watch the full video. I have to get at least 5 right. All right, let's go. Bullets flew through the mall, ripping clothes to shreds. I'm gonna assume that our narrator is the killer. In the chaos, no one noticed the mannequins bleeding. Okay, well, I didn't get that right. I don't really get it. Bullets through the mall, ripping clothes to shreds. In the chaos, no one noticed the mannequins bleeding. So I mean, the horror, I guess, is that the mannequins were real people all along. But honestly, like in the case of a mass shooting, I think the mannequins are like the least of the concerns. Kind of scary. I don't think this deserved 23,000 upvotes. I think if you want to have a twist be the mechanism behind the horror, then you need to make sure that it is the most terrifying thing in the situation, right? I don't think this did that well, but it did surprise me. It did surprise me. It's not what I expected. So now I'm gonna go scare the crap out of myself again. Let's do it. All right, I'm jumping into this one with
Sarah started sleepwalking again. It's been years. She keeps saying that a man is outside. You're not supposed to wake them up, right?
This is
What the
I do like that there is a narrative to these. I think the first one was even better. It had like it wasn't just a straight like, like that one video with the car, they're going up a hill and then it's just a face in front of you. It actually um tells a little bit of story, not just with the dialogue, but also with the actual sight of what you're seeing. The first one was like a little stuffed creature coming to life, or something like that. Um, so I mean, those are fun. These are fun so far. Okay. My wife told me she thinks that she is going mad as she keeps hearing voices in our house. So the narrator it has dead bodies in his basement. That's what I think. Or not dead bodies. He's keeping people captive in his basement. I hope that's not the case because I mean I do because I hope I'm right. But 21,495 upvotes. Seriously, like you would have to be more creative than that, right? That's not super great. After she committed suicide, my girlfriend helped me remove all the hidden speakers from around the house. Oh my god, that is good. I was talking crap. I was talking crap. That was actually pretty good. I'll I'll give it to them. So they're using speakers to help to make the wife go crazy so that she'll kill herself, and then he and the girlfriend can be together. That's good, but not good for me because I'm now down 1 to 2, and I'm gonna have to go get scared again. Get an owl outside my window every night this week. And yo, that's actually terrifying. So that wasn't. Oh my god. So that wasn't even like, it wasn't even a jump scare, but it was. That was good because imagine actually being in this situation. You see, that's a good 2 sentence horror. Actually, that's like a visual version of a 2 sentence horror. Oh my god, because imagine there's an owl outside and then you turn the lights off and it turns out that it's a freaking human the whole time. Holy crap, that was good. Guys, I realized a minute ago that I made myself do a jump scare even though I got it right. So I'm going to give myself one freebie. So if I get this one wrong, I don't have to scare myself. All right. The last thing the boy ever did was cry out for his mommy. This could go anywhere. This really could go anywhere. I'm going to guess, I think that he's crying out for his real mommy, and the one that he's with is not his real one, something like that. Never me, always his fucking mommy. That's all the vindication I needed. Okay, so this, I like, there's like a chance for me to be right. I'm not gonna give myself this one. I'm assuming that it's his dad, and he's like, why do you always want your mom, right? So I think that's what this is. So I'm gonna say that I got this one. I got this one wrong. So there goes my freebie. I'm now down 1 to 4, 1 to 3. Actually, the score is now 1 to 3. I didn't understand his sexual attraction to me. Okay, this is gonna go a lot of different directions, but it has to be something creative because this has a lot of upvotes. I didn't understand his sexual attraction to me. I think an obvious one would be that the narrator is a kid. Maybe the perpetrator is Jeffrey Epstein. That would be something. I didn't understand his sexual attraction to me. Mm, I I can't think of anything creative. I'm just gonna say that the narrator is a kid. I tried to tell his wife, but it's not like she could understand my. Why are we to another dog one? Another one where the victim is a dog. This is so terrifying and sad and this is cruel. This is cruel. Why does it have to be the dogs? Why it's not 2 sentence horror, it's 2 sentence abusing dogs. 2 sentences of dog abuse. This is terrifying. Oh god. And it's crazy because I watch these predator catcher channels on YouTube, like Predator Poachers, EDP Watch, Skeeter Gene, and they catch pedophiles, and a lot of times it turned, not a lot, but maybe 1 out of every 10 they're attracted to animals too, and they like actually text the decoys about like stuff that they do to their dogs, um, or other animals. It's disturbing. um, I'm now down 1 to 4. and I'm going to scare myself again. I'm sure that's what you guys came for, right? Right? Still see this. That wasn't bad at all. That wasn't bad at all. It was kind of cool. It had potential to be scary. That would be very scary if it happened in real life, but for a jump scare, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, because I am now down 1 to 4, I have to get 4 in a row right if I don't want to finish the rest of that video. For some context, I'm only about a minute into the video. That's how many jump scares there are in this video. So, yeah, it's not looking good for me. I'm still going to do all, 9 stories regardless, but yeah, I might be screwed. So it turns out you can feel everything that happens to your body after death. Okay. So I'm going to assume that the narrator is doing things to a dead person and they are responding in some way. That has to be it, right? Oh, God. I suppose I should be flattered. My husband still finds me attractive after all these years. Okay, so I'll say this. That was honestly my first thought, is that it was something like that, but I thought that was too obvious. I thought that was too obvious. So I thought it was going to be that the narrator was the one, perpetrating these actions and they were getting some sort of response, like, I don't know, an Ouija board or something. I don't know. I overthought it, and now I am down 1 to 5, which means even if I get the rest of these right, I'm going to have to finish the entire compilation video. Thanks a lot, guys. Why did you guys do this to me?
Oh my god.
Okay. that one was something. All right, so I have 3 more of these left to go. Either way, I'm gonna have to finish that whole video, but I guess I'm gonna start fighting for pride at this point. If I can at least make my score, uh, 4 to 5, right? That'll be, or what is it? 3 to 6. Jeez. Okay. Well, or yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Genie. I wish there was enough food on this earth that no one ever had to go hungry. I wish there was enough food on this earth that no one ever had to go hungry. I'm going to guess it's gonna be I was gonna say cannibals, but the genie, no, because there's no one that only lives off, human meat. It's gonna be some kind of predator that preys on humans. So it could be a bear. It could be, well, bears don't prey on humans. It's gonna be some sort of animals that prey on humans. Granted, he replied with a laugh, but nothing changed. What? Is it is it that no one has to go hungry? So I think the loophole is no one has to go hungry, but because the billionaires don't donate money or whatever the case, right? Because, oh man, because there is enough food for everyone. That's a whole different thing. Um, I guess I got that wrong. Let's go get scared again. I'm gonna start trying to pay more attention to these. On the last one, I looked away for a second to make sure I was recording. I want to make sure that I can talk about them a little bit after. So let's start paying attention. Let's lock in.
What the hell?
It's not over. I was about to say, Jesus. I was about to say, imagine filming this alone in your room. Like, you look like such a fucking loser. But that was pretty good. I mean, what do I look like? I look like a loser right now. Look at me. Look at me. Oh my god. That was terrifying. All right, I have 2 more of these left. I'm currently down 1 to 6. So I'll be happy if I can get 3 to 9. I'll get myself a candy bar or something. Or 3 to 6. I'll get myself a candy bar or ice cream. If I get the next 2 right, then I'll at least have a little bit of pride. I used to hate the sound of crickets outside the lonely farmhouse. Dude, I don't know. I used to hate the sound of crickets outside the lonely farmhouse. I think this person is trapped somewhere and they don't hear anything anymore. And so they miss just being able to hear something besides their own breathing. I don't know. Now, every time they go silent, I know that thing is passing by, and I pray for them to chirp again. That's not even good. That's stupid. That's stupid. But I got it wrong, so I'm gonna get scared again. So fun, right? Yeah. I'm never doing this again. Nah, I will do this again. But I hate this. I should have been easier on myself, man. I'm down 1 to 7. 1 to 7. I've got 1 right out of 8. I'm screwed. I suck at this.
So my friend Sarah is sleepwalking.
Nope. We got 2. We got a sneak peek on the next one. That one kind of sucked, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's the same guy who does the doctor thing. Whoever he is, he needs to get it together when it comes to jump scares because it's not working. He shows what we need to be scared of right away, and then it just kind of like runs at us. It's not. It's not scary. It's not scary. I'd square up with him. I'd square up with that doctor. All right, either way, after this, I'm going to have to watch the remaining 8 entire minutes of that video, but I can at least give myself a little bit of pride by getting this one right. I hope you guys are playing along with me. Let me know in the comments if you're doing better than I am. I've been working on stories to compete with the best on the sub, but I'm finding it near impossible. 34,353 upvotes. Very popular, super, super popular. It has to be something creative, something surprising. Working on stories to compete with the best in the sub. Why would you write about the stories in this sub? It's gonna be something about them. Stories to compete. It's gonna be something about the stories being true. I've been working on stories to compete with the best in the sub, but I'm finding it near impossible. I think he's going and killing people. He's going and doing terrifying things to people and then writing stories about them. So I'm hoping that this is like a prolific author, and this is him implying that all of his stories are true, or at least that he's been trying to create true horror to people. I'm beginning to think some of you are just making yours up. Yes. Okay. I was really confident on that one. Okay. So 2 to 7, not that bad, right? Not that bad. So I got 2 out of 9, right? Maybe next time I'll give myself, I don't know, maybe I just need to get better because I really suck at this, but maybe next time I'll give myself like a little bit of I don't know, like give myself like a head start. I don't know. Maybe it would be easier if I sorted by random. Maybe the random ones are more obvious. But I got screwed, dude. I'm going to go finish the remaining 8 minutes. Maybe what I'll do next time is every one I get right is like 2 minutes I take away from a 2-minute compilation, from a 10-minute compilation or something. And then if I get like 5 right, that means I don't have to watch it at all. I don't know. Well, this was fun, guys. I'm going to go watch the rest of that compilation. Not sure how I'll splice it up, but let's do it.
I know you're not supposed to wake a sleepwalker, but she's really starting to freak me out. She's been standing at the window for like 30 minutes and keeps saying the man is back. Sarah! No. Wake up!
Reminds me of that line.
Who the hell are you?
It's nice radiance or something. It's kind of silly. Yes, you can get in.
What in the hell? The road is so narrow, I don't think I can turn around. It has to be a prank, right?
Where's Sarah? Whoa. See that? Sarah. I would just know that alone. I just show her. Just making those. Maybe I'm just like used to it now. Maybe I'm developing tolerance.
Whoa.
I've always wanted to do it.
Do you hear that?
I think it'd be pretty fun.
It really worked. This is amazing. Should we go look in the attic?
Should we go look in the attic? Still not that. Okay, so I think that must have been a 2 sentence horror story or something. The film, the cinematography on some of these is impressive, I will say.
What the hell? It's the middle of the night. Woke? What? Woke the whole house up. What the hell?
Jump scares we watched a few minutes ago.
Prank? Stupid. Scared Bailey too.
Hey, at least it's locked. That is pretty creepy. It kind of reminds me of Pinocchio if his nose was. It's a very hit and miss. Hit or miss. Some of these are really scary, some of them are just kind of silly.
God.
I'm not sure if it's. Maybe it's something I saw when I was little.
What the hell? Who's in here? What do you want from me?
Another one of these.
What do you want from me? Please just leave me alone.
Sounds kind of kitschy. That's the end of the video. Honestly, not too bad. That was it was actually kind of fun. Some of those had really impressive camera skills. The editing was very, very nice. A few of those at the beginning really got me. I'm not sure if my tolerance improved or if the video just got less scary as it went on. But that was actually fun overall. I'm gonna have to think of a better punishment for next time. Thank you guys so much for sticking around until the end of the video. I thought this was super fun to record, and it really was cool to see the dichotomy between two sentence horror and short form jump scare content. As expected, it was a pretty mixed bag. Both of these mediums have their limitations in that you have to do a lot with a little, and there's not a lot of time for setup, which is very important for crafting effective horror, which meant that a lot of it kind of sucked. But some of those two sentence horror stories were super clever, and a couple of the jump scares really got me, so it was super fun overall. I want to record a video like this again sometime, but I want to do some different punishments. So if you have any ideas, comment down below, and maybe I will pick your punishment. I could eat some spicy chips or have someone slap me in the face or something. I don't know. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. This might be optimistic, but my goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2026. I think we can do it. I'm going to continually try to improve my content and see if I can make that happen. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.